Good day. It's Friday, September the 5th, 2025. We got to the end of the week and we're cruising into the end of the summer. What do we have here? 17 days until autumn officially arrives. Although I have to say where we are at, it feels like it's already here. We had like a thunderstorm last night or super heavy rain. Now it's going to be very sunny today. Actually, no, today is going to be a proper sunny summer day. 84 degrees. Wow. It's going to be hot even and sunny all day long. And then Saturday and Sunday are rainy and hot. So it's making its way there. But let's take a look around the world. And today we're going to look at Berlin. And what's going on in Berlin, 68 degrees Fahrenheit. That is a high of 20 degrees Celsius. Looks like cloudy with a little bit of rain. And their highs are in the upper 60s and low 70s right now. So it sounds pretty typical for Berlin. Went there for the first time last year and had a great time, although it was quite rainy when we were there in the winter. But the markets were fun. And let's look at back in today, let's see, on this day, historical factoids. This was sort of interesting. The beard tax. Have you heard of this one? I remember this vaguely, and I don't know why. But I guess in 1698, Russian Tsar Peter the Great imposes a tax on beards. Imagine if they did that today. My goodness. Who knows? These days, you never know what's going to happen. Next thing you know, there will be. Although in this culture right now, it would be a tax on, clean shaven people. You've got to have there's this sort of thing about having a beard now. And then Jetstream discovered in 1934, American pilot Wiley Post discovers the jet stream while flying at high altitude near Chicago, Illinois. I'd have to look into that a little bit more. That's interesting. I wonder how he realized he was in the jet stream. Was it terrifying? I don't know. So here we are, end of the week. It's been a good week. It's just been a lot of different things going on. And, but I want to talk just for a couple minutes about winning and what it looks like and striving to win and maybe falling short. We're watching the Naomi Osaka and Anisimova, I think is how you say her name, match. Technically, Anisimova's the American and Osaka's playing with the Japanese flag, although she has strong American cultural background, but she's also Japanese. So we like her. We like both of them. They were both excellent. It was an incredible match at the U.S. Open, and it was amazing to watch because Osaka won the first set. I think 7 games. Took it out to 7 games. And then the second set, Anisimova won the second set barely. And then you're going, okay, they got into that. But by the time they finished the second set, and it wasn't like a blowout or anything, but you kind of knew who was going to win. And you could tell because Anisimova was her performance was improving as the game. I mean, this was, after midnight by this point. So they're playing after midnight. Even the crowd was pretty, cleared out. And it was so late. But you could just see her momentum. And she was getting even sharper. She had this mindset. You could just see it in her face. It was like, I am not going to let go of this. And she just got better and better and better. Osaka, on the other hand, really hung in there. And you could see she was struggling with some kind of leg issue. And I'm not sure, but she was missing some easy shots. I mean, easy. I don't know. Easy for me to say it's easy. I'm sure it isn't easy, but shots that for her, maybe earlier in the match, she would have gotten them. But shots where you thought, oh, she's going to make that, and then it hits the net, and so you could just tell that Osaka had kind of reached the limit of what she was able to do mentally and physically. She would have had to have won earlier, but once a little more time was given, Anisimova, who's ranked quite a bit higher, just had that little bit of an edge. And I was talking with my wife about this, about how, sometimes the difference is just that little refinement. It's that little thing. And that's what we need to focus on. It's the mindset shift. It's the, that difference in cardio, in a long game. It's whatever it is. It's that tiny little thing that you've worked on really hard along with everything else, but you focused on it. So for the next tournament, I'm sure Osaka's going to look back on this and go, okay, what was going on at the end where I kind of didn't fall apart? I mean, she has so much to be proud of, but she petered out a little bit, just enough, gave a little bit of a margin to the opponent, and the opponent, Anisimova, just really, got better. I remember watching, I think it was Michael Jordan. I mean, there's certain greats who they just get better. I mean, remember Tiger Woods at his peak, which has been quite a long time ago now, but they sort of, as things go on, they find another gear. It's this champion mindset. And, it's a pretty special thing. So I was pretty inspired by that. If you don't watch tennis, that's okay. The best match I've ever watched was Wimbledon, between Nadal and Sampras, and it was a match that just went on and on and on, and those two just battled it out. I mean, that was truly a spectacular match. I will never forget it. Never. All right, so we all love sports for this reason, right? So I'm going to carry that forward and just remember, I'm already good. I just need to keep practicing and getting feedback and refining the little things that in the end, or in the next opportunity, will be that edge, that little bit of an edge. So hope that's inspiring to you. What refinements do you want to work on? What are those little things? Or do you not know? Sometimes we don't know, and then, you don't know what to fix. So it's always good to find out when you can. But listen, have a great weekend, and thanks for letting me be a part of your day whenever it is. And I hope that brings you a little bit of positive vibes and inspiration as we move forward. Lots of exciting things going on. Looking forward to connecting with you again on Monday. Have a great weekend. And as always, be good to yourself and others. Take care for now. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.